the hobby isn't yours anymore. And I think that's the point. I don't know if you guys saw it, but last night, Professor Sportscards had I can't remember his name, Las Vegas dealer or something like that on, and they debated whether the hobby was at the beginning or at the end or something to that effect. I think the whole premise was the wrong question. It's not the beginning and it's not the end. It is a rebirth. If you watch what happened in New York last week, you already know. This stopped being about cards a while ago. Let's be honest about what the hobby is in 2026. It's not your hobby anymore. It's not about the card shop. It's not about a binder. It hasn't been about a Beckett price guide in forever. It's not even about cards, really. The hobby is about culture now. Fanatics Fest just wrapped up its third year at the Javits Center. More than 20,000 people walked through those doors over 4 days. Over 400 athletes and celebrities showed up. Brady was there. LeBron was there. Messi, Aaron Judge, Wemby. Travis Scott even performed. Jay-Z showed up. Kevin Durant sat on a Call of Duty panel. A Call of Duty panel at a card show. 3 years ago, this event didn't even exist. Now they're calling it the Comic Con of sports, and it ran the same week as the World Cup final at MetLife. It's not a card show anymore. This is a pop culture institution being built in real time. You don't have to love Fanatics to see what's happening, and I've been plenty critical of that company, and I'm definitely not going to stop being critical of them. But the scale is the scale. You can follow all the money. I say that all the time. Target is all in. If you want to know where a market is headed, don't listen to podcasters. Watch the biggest retailers. Watch what they do with their money. In 2021, Target pulled sports cards off its shelves entirely. People were fighting in parking lots. A gun got drawn in Wisconsin. Cards were a liability. In 2026, Target's new CEO stood up in Minneapolis and announced $2 billion in investment. And one of the named growth categories, you got it, was trading cards. Target reported trading card sales up nearly 70% year over year in 2025, with the category on track to become $1 billion business for them. Think about that arc. 5 years ago, cards were a problem Target wanted out of. Today, cards are a reason Target believes people will walk into their stores. That is a full reversal by one of the largest retailers in America. Dying markets don't get that treatment. Reborn ones do. The Brady and Logan Paul beef tells you everything. Tom Brady slapped, and I say that with a grain of salt, Logan Paul at Fanatics Fest. Then they flipped each other off at the World Cup while Michael Rubin played peacemaker in the luxury box. Is it fake? Obviously. Allegedly, it's a WWE storyline in the making. Brady is reportedly in talks with the WWE. Paul is already one of their biggest stars, and the whole thing reads like a slow build to a match. But here's what everyone dunking on Brady is missing. The greatest quarterback of all time and the biggest YouTuber turned wrestler on the planet chose a card show as their stage for the storyline. Not a press conference, not a stadium, a collectibles festival. The slap heard around the internet happened on hobby soil. When manufactured celebrity drama needs a venue, and the venue is our hobby, that's the definition of mainstream. 20 years ago, this hobby couldn't get a camera crew to show up. Now it's where A-listers go to make headlines. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend this is all good news because that's not what I do. A rebirth means the old version dies. The hobby that was quiet, relatively cheap, and yours is gone. Retail is a battlefield. Scalpers treat Target aisles like trading floors. Corporate consolidation is real, and I've spent months covering the antitrust side of it. The same companies making the hobby mainstream are the same ones deciding who gets access, allocation, and who gets squeezed out. Growth doesn't erase those problems. It does raise the stakes on them, though. More money in means more accountability required, not less. But the hobby has problems and the hobby is dying are two different sentences. The people arguing we're at the end are really mourning the version they grew up with. Fair. Mourn it. Then look up at 200,000 people in a convention hall, a $2 billion retail bet, and a manufactured celebrity feud played out over a card show weekend, and tell me this thing is ending. It's not ending. The hobby isn't yours anymore. It's not mine either. It belongs to everybody now. And everybody just showed up. Agree, disagree? Tell me why in the comments.